Hello everybody, this is Nathan, that album reviewer guy here, with another album review. This one is actually a request, as someone requests me to review Skater's album, Manhattan. And this album came out a couple months ago, but I figured, why not? I don't want to let my viewers down. So, Manhattan. This is the debut album from Skaters. And it's a pretty short album, actually. It's only about 34 minutes long, roughly. And yeah, this album has like a mix of like indie rock and power pop and punk rock and a little bit of reggae rock thrown in there as well. And you know, all these songs have an interesting vibe to them, actually, with all these different influences mixed in. Not in all the songs, but, you know, they are scattered throughout the album. Like, songs like Deadbolt and Bandbreaker have a more laid-back feel to them, along with most of the album. And, whereas songs like Nice Hat is more like a punk rock song, like an old school punk rock song. And you know, some songs, most of the songs actually, pretty much every song in the album, the title of a song isn't in the lyrics, which is sort of common for punk rock or, you know, pop punk, stuff like that. Pop punk, getting tongue tied here. Pop punk, really. But the only song that this isn't in is I Wanna Dance But I Don't Know How. That's the only song that the title is actually in the lyrics. And then you have This Much I Care, and that's a great song to close the album with. Probably the best song on the album in my opinion. And of course there are other songs on the album that I didn't talk about, but those are ones that have more of a laid-back vibe to them. As I said before, most of the album has that laid-back, like, sort of, I don't know what you call it, really. I'm drawing a blank here. But it has that laid-back vibe to it. Sort of like, it actually reminds me a bit of 311, actually, with their laid-back style. And actually, a little bit of the Clash as well, now that I think of it. Just a little bit. But, you know, this is a nice alternative to what mainstream alternative really is, you know, with all the pop stuff. It's nice to see a bit of, like, actual alternative influences. Like power pop, like back in the 90s, and punk rock a little bit. But not a terrible album. But in a few songs, the album feels a little boring and repetitive, and a little cliche with me. Since it has like audio clips of like stuff unrelated to the music. But that's minor. But overall, I have to give this album a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. It's definitely worth checking out. And I'd like to thank you. I'm drawing a blank on your name, but I'd like to thank you for your request. And this shows that I do requests, everybody. I don't get any, except for this one, but I will do your request, more than likely. And coming up on this channel, Black Label Society's new album, Catacombs of the Black Vatican. And Devil You Know's debut album, The Beauty of Destruction, will be coming up soon as well. So stay tuned.